I don't think they changed anything on the log for it. I don't think. I think logging's exactly the same. I haven't tried any of the cranes yet. I don't know if they're any easier to use, like the Buffalo and that Komatsu truck. I haven't tried them yet.
I've got that one setting turned on. It's like the controls are all backwards. Hey, Silver Dragon, what's up?
Yeah, I saw that from your video.
I jumped in to do that video on that 12-meter cut, and the Scorpion came all weird. I'm like, what's going on? I went and said something about easy brain control. Change it. All of a sudden, everything was back how I'd expected. Hey, Ed, what's up? No fancy intro for today's stream. I forgot.
Yeah, I know they changed a little bit, but Scorpion King's really not hard to use. That seems a little easier to use, to be honest with you. Easier to make piles with it.
Hey, Darren, I need to, I need to give you the password to my phone, right?
Correct.
Alrighty. Sent you the super secret password in Discord.
Yeah, I got it.
Do you have the decoder ring? You need the decoder ring.
We got 25 could be harvested. Trying to haul silage and straw bales at the moment. Pull the trailer down there.
Alrighty, time to refill the seeder. I got 17% done on one set of seed. It doesn't hold much. 100 or something.
It's awful bright down here in South America at night. It's hard to believe it's 3 in the morning.
I had to buy us some more seed.
Hey Josh, what's up?
I haven't done a sowing mission. Does it reimburse you for your seed like the fertilizer does?
Technically the payout is supposed to have factored that in.
Okay.
Now, of course, when you're all said and done, make sure you empty the seeder before you complete the contract. Get your seed back.
Well, see, I've done when I've done the lease, like a spraying mission. You lease it, fill it up, and then when you return it, it pays you back the money you spent on your seed and fertilizer. Whatever you leave in the thing, it pays it. At least it has been for me.
Oh, it does.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it says, like in that little window where it shows you what the money is. But I'm using our seeder, so I'm not sure how that works now. I guess because I guess it pays you back for what's left in the machine when you return it. I don't know. I guess when we use your own, you can't do that.
Our harvester's up here about 26. to make matters confusing, Mavericks set me up as a contractor, so if you just tab, you end up tabbing into his stuff and our stuff.
Yeah, I was in a bison. I thought this can't be right.
No, got a New Holland up here at 26. Hey Josh, what's up? We've got a few mods. Most of it is Giants mods.
It says Tiger Man's on, but I don't think he's here. Is Maverick here? Just not in voice.
Yeah, Maverick's definitely. It's been sitting there. It's Kappa squats on the.
Yeah, he logs in and then never disconnects. There's a pallet of seed at the shop that belongs to Blackbird.
What field are we doing?
Hold on. 25. Hey Cloud Gaming, thanks for the sub. Anybody know what you get for straw bales on hard mode or on start from scratch? I got a lot of them to pick up. One more. Yeah, this map seems to be quite popular. Alright, that's it. Off to the barn. Hey DB, what's up? Need to find out if anyone else put one of those 5-in-1 down. I think it's Toss and Lua arrows on app startup.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it is. It's the last thing that spawns in the log before a whole bunch of Lua arrows spew and stops. Let's see. We won't know what we really get for straw because we've got a couple silage bales yet.
Oh, the ridge marker doesn't do anything.
Really?
Yeah, that's dumb. Actually, when you put the ridge marker down, it says you don't have access to this land. Well, whatever. Come on, Giants.
Busy passing a bunch of cars. All lined up, going drive in. Saw that auto load
Yeah. The
bear belt.
Yeah, I saw that mod hoster when I woke up from my nap, and I was like, "Ooh, I know somebody that's gonna like that." I haven't downloaded it yet.
Yeah, I was worried. I knew saw Duck had done that Stevie had done one. All the changes on the mod hoster went to the same changes that Stevie had done, so I was worried that it would upload. At least the store image is different.
It's true.
If it is, they at least took Stevie's name off the credits in the mod desk and put the store images. Theoretically, multiple people could have done the same thing. Same general time frame.
Yeah, I don't like with. I guess with base game edits, I'm kind of like indifferent to. Well, that's somebody else's edit. I'm like, it's still an edit of something that somebody made. So I think I get real. I think it's important to protect original mods. Like when someone builds something from scratch.
Original scripts.
Yeah, like that stuff is. So I think all what Stevie's doing is what, just editing XMLs, and then.
Yeah, most of his stuff has been capacity, speed, and color change.
Yeah,
as far as I know.
I'm not. I mean, if somebody else wants to do that, put their name on it, whatever. It's not like he's doing anything really original with that content. Now, if somebody makes a whole new tractor, new models, new everything, now that's, to me, I think that's important to protect who the author
Hey,
is.
Dirty Tractor, what's up? Guess we'll see what we get for straw bales now. We got 8 of them.
I guess you could just change, like, if you're going to change the capacity and put your name on it, just make it 1 liter different than someone else, you know, then you can just rename it.
TV. Oh. People are so desperate for maps, it's ridiculous. It's part of the problem why all these junk edits are coming out.
I tell you, there's a lot of base game map edits out there.
Yeah, there was in 17.
They're not very different. Like, I mean, everybody puts a different name on them, so I guess it's kind of the same thing as, you know, people editing the base game equipment and putting a different name on.
Yeah. I mean, like, Bob, Chasey Dog, something Dog Bob in Discord. He did a map in 17, and he took his time to get it out. So by the time it finally came out, the name wasn't as funny as it could have been. But the name was an acronym, and the acronym was basically not another Goldcrest Valley edit. It was NAVCAE Valley or something. Because basically, you know, like for probably 6 months, half or 3/4 of the maps that were out there were just edits of Goldcrest Valley to some degree or other. He basically started with Goldcrest Valley, but he completely ripped everything out and really
See, I
didn't
don't even.
tell.
Same with like Willow River's Goldcrest Valley, right?
I'm not telling.
But it's not an edit. See, I think there's a difference between an edit and like a rework, or just using, Darren just used the base map and created something new. I think that warrants a rename. But then when you just edit the original map and really don't change anything, it's like, why rename it? Just call it Ravenport 1.2 or something. So I'll be looking through the list and it's like, oh, that's a new map, and you look at it like, no, it's the same exact PDA, same. There's nothing different other than, oh, you start with animal barns. Oh, yay! I can see the want for it, but
Yeah, but it's also a lot of these things don't need to be necessarily released. But it's a good way of learning the editor or learning the changes from one to the other is to export the map and get in it and just start tweaking it and messing with it. But every single one of them doesn't need to show up.
Yeah.
They don't need to show up in 7 different versions because the first one is like complete junk. It's like, did you even try this, or did you just export it, make a couple changes, zip it up?
Yeah, that's the only thing that's frustrating. But I said that's why I've kind of stayed off of Mod Hub, and I've stayed off the other ones because I don't want to fall into that cycle of, the nice thing about Mod Hoster is when you look at something, you can see all the versions available for download, and you can see which version they're at. But like some of them other sites, it's like you're like, oh, look, there's a mod, and then you'll get to a different page. You're like, wait a minute, isn't that the same one? Oh, it's a little bit different.
That's kind of the difference between what I would call a curated site and just a raw aggregator. A curated site, you log in, you make an account, you log in, you upload your version, you upload a new version. It basically deactivates the old one and makes the new one active. May or may not be able to download the old version. Mod Hoster lets you download, necessarily.
I haven't checked the forums. Do they have a Q&A for mods? They've been keeping that up to date, Giants, or no?
Not that I've seen yet.
Okay. Because I was curious to see if anyone had submitted a map to them yet.
Honestly, I think the only way someone would have submitted something now is if it would have been an edit of the base map. And it's my understanding in 17 they didn't allow edits of base maps.
Yeah, I never saw one, yeah. Now, there were a couple maps that you could tell the layout, like the road layout was Goldcrest, but they had changed everything else, so
Genetic J is such a positive outlook on life. He said they didn't want to see someone who did a better job than them.
So true. So true, Genetic. Wait a minute, I just saw Maverick and he's still here at the shop running a treadmill.
That still happens.
Yeah, his little guy's just running, just sprinting. Okay, so I really want a backwards hat mod. I'm riding around here with the bill facing forward. It's just not me.
Oh, it might be coming soon. You never know.
That's what I need to learn. I need to learn how to make clothes. I'll be the clothing modder for FS19.
There's a mod that was uploaded that basically adjusts all the fill type weights. Apparently, all the fill types on the map are about half of what they should weigh in real life.
Gotcha.
This mod updates those so that if you have 50,000 liters of wheat, it actually weighs like 50,000 liters of wheat.
I might try that out because I like I'm really liking the physics right now of the base game.
I'm wondering if that means if you have that Super B AB trailer, 80,000 liters of something, if any of the in-game trucks are going to be able to pull it.
Good point. I tell you that that Boulder Canyon logging map, that's a nice little map.
I did see the FSR, FDR. Who's the guy that does the vlogging?
FDR, yeah.
Apparently he was spouting something about a map release here in a week or so.
And I don't know if it was intentional, but on that Boulder Canyon, there's a shortcut to the sell point, but it's like straight up a mountain, so you have to have a beast of a truck to take that route, where the other route is kind of level. I thought that was a pretty neat little addition, which you can take the windy mountain road, but you better be ready to drive it. So props to the author for that, if that was intentional or just accidental. Either way, it worked.
I've got a bunch of bales to haul. Let me know if you're done, Darren. I'll have to ask Maverick if he happens to have a tractor we can make use of tonight. Right now, the poor farm only owns one tractor.
Borrow money and buy him one.
I'm trying to earn money, not spend it. Started tonight with 49,000, and I had to lease a bunch of stuff in order to make straw bales and silage bales, and up to 58,000 now. So I've earned a little bit.
So where are you at? Up at, is it 26 and 25? Is that yours, Clint?
Yeah.
Oh, you bought the area on the other side of the river?
25, 26, 5, and 4. Got four
You bought
four little-ish fields.
I see Pink's pretty big. Who's Pink?
6. Yeah, I got a loan,
Sugar Pine.
earned some $1,000 loan off too.
Gooseman's in the negative.
Probably has a bunch of leases. 2 times speed. That's 2 day charges every game day or every real day. Hey, Gunslinger, what's up? All right. How's everybody doing tonight? He made his fortunes doing a whole bunch of logging on Tiger Man's land, I think. Oh my gosh.
My kid's all excited, I guess.
It's
there's
like, what's worse?
a Fortnite release tomorrow.
Not having your thermal pad or not having like a graphics card or a hard drive?
He's all excited about that. I still really haven't played that game.
Oh, that thing.
I'm afraid I'll have a seizure or something.
So, my wife's brother has got a bunch of kids, and we had one of them spend like a week or 2 with us here over the summer, and all he did all day long was basically play PS4, and he was playing that a lot. Of course, he had a headphone and he was talking smack and everything, whoever he was talking to. So after he leaves, next thing I know, the 5-year-old is putting on a set of headphones, and he's like, let's pretend that we're like in a game together and we're voice chatting. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I gotta run. I'll be right back. My little one's crying.
All right.
He's been sick. If you want to take over, if you're not busy, Ben, the tractor's right here in the field.
Yeah, Josh. We've got a public server, and we've got this one which isn't so public.
Straight lines.
The public community server is open. It's in my Discord. It's the community server. Anybody in the Discord has access to that one. That one's currently running Ravenport. And then this one is a private hosted server that is doing an economy-based gameplay on South American map. So we've got 7 different farms, all with their own money and all with their own land and everything. So obviously an economy-based gameplay, or a competitive gameplay as Giants puts it, isn't overly conducive to having a bunch of random people jump in from time to time. But we do have the community server open for that. Hey Haggard, what's up? That's terrible, Gunslinger. Hopefully they find your thermal paste soon. Oh, let's see here. Enough. 2, 3, 7. Sweet, last load. All right, that's it. All right, Darren, I got this load to haul, and then I'll be back over there.
All right, I'm finishing up.
How close to kind of stuff do we have in the trailer?
Guesstimate, I think about 7.
7,000?
Yep. I made it 3/4 through the field before I had to empty.
Yeah, it's not that big of a field. Oh, if it was fully fertilized. It's been a few days since I've been on, so it could have been fertilized and harvested and planted and recycled by now. Post office had the day off. Why'd they have the day off? Wednesday. Right here at the bale sell point, they take silage bales and loose silage. All right, let's drop this back off because we leased this little trailer. Well, it's not bad. I started today with 49,000 and up to 61. Oh, okay. See, I don't watch the news. I had saw the information about the about that, but I didn't know that today was the funeral. Cotton modules. Uh-oh. Oh, it's harvesting cotton.
Alright, I'm back.
Crazy. Cedar back.
Let's see where we're at on that. 48%. We're getting there.
Now, technically, if I can tab into a tractor, that's like free gaming.
Well, maybe technically. The only vehicle things we own are the harvester and this tractor I'm in.
I'm sitting in a god-awful Fiat.
Yeah, it's one of his. Like day one he added me as a contractor so I could use his fertilizer spreader. It's just stayed that way.
Oh, alright, that would be bad.
Yeah, he's gonna let us use case when he's done spraying. I'm on my way across the bridge to you. We sell them at the bale sell point. I was selling silage bales there earlier, and according to the prices screen, it also takes loose. All right, let's see here.
So did you see a con?
Shucks.
There's a new sugar beet ones that just popped up.
Stop. Fixed it. Change your plans, Darren. Change your plans. Gonna earn some cash.
Sugar beet harvesting time.
It's with the big Homer too. It won't take long.
That's nice.
I came up here to see where I was going
What are
to.
you working on, Raz?
Sorry, what was that?
You working on 15?
Sugar mill. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
No,
I'm
wait.
going to get some more seed.
Selling canola. Ooh, at the
About halfway
bakery. Bakery's gonna give me some canola.
What was that contract pay us, like $7 grand or something?
Got a Homer and who knows what else at the shop. Go do 31.
Like a parking lot down here.
I know, right?
I can't even get in there. There we go.
Let's just cut through here.
See, the sun's peeking up.
So that trailer that came up in the mod hub on what, Monday? I looked at that trailer and I'm like, wait. All it is the in-game trailer and they added a dolly to the front. Kidding me? Seriously?
Aren't you proud of them?
I'm sure they got some hate mail asking for a dolly. And
So there's lots of people have been asking about farmhouses. There's 5 different farmhouses in the mod hub waiting on testing. You could have your tent, then upgrade to a something a little more permanent, and then you could upgrade yourself to a small wood lathed house. You could work your way up eventually to a priced farmhouse from Giants.
that nobody's ever probably going to use.
I would put it down. It's like, yeah, start from scratch. It's over half your money.
I guess if you got nothing else to spend your money on, right? So I saw has anyone seen the SpongeBob SquarePants pack?
I did.
I also saw like a little kids playground placeable too.
Well, there's supposed to be a shed pack from CJW.
What they call it, the Bikini Bottom pack or something.
We put
like
a bunch of sheds out on American Eagles modding for 17, but I can't figure out where it is other than some some uploads that I don't want to download. Those giant sheds that came out the other day, are not giants, but the Mod Hub sheds that came out the other day are pretty nice.
Yeah, I haven't looked at those yet. Really, this is, other than a little bit today, this is the first time I've got to play since last Friday.
I
Had
checked
to get
there.
Clay to push the header out of there. I don't know how Giants figures they give you enough room to back up to.
Hey, Gustavo, I'll call you that. I checked his Facebook page. I didn't see anything. I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't even think it might not even be his. I don't know.
But I'm still really happy with the game so far.
I got a Kwanzaa hut shed. That's pretty nice looking. Gonna try to put it on there, or are we just gonna drive down like that?
I'm just driving down there. I was looking at the map. Either way, it's the same. I guess we'll go left.
And drive straight over the plateau.
Probably not with the Homer.
Through the jungle.
Now, these missions do get stupid. Do you think it's gonna count if I don't use his header? I mean the trailer?
It won't matter.
Yeah, I think as long as the crop gets to where it's supposed to be delivered, they don't care how you do it.
I did this equivalent beat mission on Felsburn, and now you get the header down there. That one paid out real good. That paid out, yeah, $20-some thousand. Took me an hour to do. Hey Kiwi, what's up?
I'm so thankful you can stop and save, though.
Oh yeah, I remember on Lawfolds. What's that other L map that was like Irish? It was.
Yeah, that was one.
On that map, there was this huge field and it had beets in it. And basically, the contractor was going to pay out like $100-some thousand if you did this beet harvest. The dang map kept crashing on me like every. At some point during that harvest, it would keep crashing on me. Eventually, it found. Of course, you couldn't save, so when it crashed, you had to start all.
Yeah, I remember doing, I'm pretty sure, what was that big field next to the shop on Goldcrest? I can't remember. I did one of those big fields. I harvested sugar beets or potatoes out of it.
Yeah.
I was there for like 5 hours.
Yeah, I don't think.
Paid
I
like
think it's.
$100,000 though.
I think it's like his sheds, but I don't think he released it.
And that was on the Nintendo when I did it.
I think somebody
remember getting
converted
the
them.
time bonus. They pay you extra.
Yeah, that's before season.
As before I had played with any mods. That was just base game on the Nintendo Switch.
Switch never got mods, did it?
Mm-mm. Nope. I mean, as of January 2018, it didn't have any. I don't know if it does now.
Alright, I dropped the truck off over there and then I came back over here to fertilize some stuff. Just let me know. Unload when you fill that truck up and I'll haul it. Let me know when you're actually tired of harvesting beets and I'll switch.
Alrighty, sounds good.
So what do you guys think the first map will be released in the mod hub? I'm gonna go with a little English themed map. That's what I'm gonna go with. Hedgerows and fences around every field, with gates not big enough for all your stuff.
Well, I had heard that Oxygen David said that his map, he basically said don't expect to see my map out anytime soon. Some people were hoping that was like, you know, weeks away. Sounds like it's months away.
We'll probably get some Polish map, although most of the time they do a pretty decent job on those Polish maps. They're not too bad. Yeah, the scenery is always post-apocalyptic. I think that's what you called it. All the buildings are crumbling and
Yeah, it's always, you know, deteriorating, blah.
you know,
That's what
fall
Poles
of
looks like.
communism.
Speaking of which, one of my favorite maps was that Baldacchino.
Baldy. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I'm on that field.
I don't know what does it for me. One of the most important features for me is a good map border. I can't do the flat walled map border. Just doesn't do it for me.
Genetic says Baladi Kino. It's been around since 13.
So I have a question. If I purchase property, put a placeable on it, and then sell a property, does the placeable go away?
Won't let you sell it.
Okay, won't let you sell it. Because I'm going to have to, on that Boulder Canyon, I'm going to have to buy a chunk of property to put the sell point on it. Unless I put the sell point on my own farm.
Well, at least you'll be able to sell.
True. Be like Stardew Valley, where just somebody comes picks it up every.
Yeah, it's like automatic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the sell point kind of looks like a silo.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Just put it in there for the pickup. The agriculture company will come by and pay me later. If you like, have you guys played Stardew Valley?
We did on accident.
I love that little game. It's like Harvest Moon. I don't know if you've ever played Harvest Moon.
Uh-oh, what? Oh, what
That's
happened?
after you mastered what, Slime Rancher?
My kids love Slime Rancher. I've never
Oh,
really
there's a
been into.
collision or something there. Run into.
But there's a.
I don't think so. I don't think
Saw
anybody's got
something-
animals. I don't know if anybody has animals. You're not buying silage, are you?
No.
Heck no, I'm harvesting beets as far as your eye can see.
We'll buy. We can buy chaff. Pay. I don't even know what the selling price is for.
So apparently, this apparently the BGA in 19 has fixed prices for silage.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't drop.
Price.
It's permanently that much.
Yeah, because we get paid one time a day. I guess we could buy loose silage then.
Where are you gonna put it?
They can just dump it on the ground somewhere.
You'd buy it for more than barn will sell it for, but less than what you can sell it for yourself.
Mm-hmm. We make money either way. Same with chaff. Like, you can buy chaff and then just tell them to dump it in a bunker, and then I've done that in the past.
Chaff and grass.
Mm-hmm. I don't pay much. I only paid like $100 per 1,000 liters on 17 when I ran the BGA.
I think they'll be bringing that straw harvest add-on to 19.
I hope so, and then I hope they let me play it without paying for it again. Because weren't you saying that, Farmer Klein, that on some of their stuff it looks like it ports forward?
Yeah, that's so lots of Aerosoft stuff is flight sim, and Grizzly Bear Sims was saying that the models or the model aircraft or whatever that you just bought from Aerosoft for flight sim, they've updated and released for newer versions of the flight sim, and basically it's carry forward to some degree. If it's carry forward at no cost, or if it's carry forward with some nominal update cost, or what it is.
That would be nice.
I think Gunslinger was thinking about doing silage. He keeps asking about silage. If anyone's buying silage, like, cows or...
I mean, we can buy it for... I'd pay like $250. What do you think, Ben? I don't know. The only thing is, I don't know if we can sell it fast enough.
Can't.
Yeah, that's the...
Getting piled up.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing, because you only can put what 50,000 in that hopper,
Yeah.
and it takes
slow.
yep, takes a while to chew it up. So
Well, here at the Peace and Love Farm, we gotta say no because we're saving up for a track.
We are. I got 63,000.
um, yeah, they're probably better off just selling it to the barn right now.
Yeah, I think I sold like 8. I don't know what the barn sells for. I sold 8 bales and I got like $6,800 silage.
Yeah, because I think by the time we get our bunkers full, I mean, we'll be shoveling that for days, won't we?
Feels like it.
Just a steady stream of money. We can Nice thing is though, is we could replant and do something different, once we get that. The options are endless. I like that little area on the other side of the train tracks.
Oh, where's this truck gotta go? I think it's full.
Sugar mill. Right behind you.
I left work this morning. We had about an inch of snow on the ground. I call it one of the pretty snows because nothing was on the roads. It was just all in the trees and on the ground.
That's called frost where you're from.
Did it did it melt away?
Yeah, it was gone by lunchtime.
Tiger Man is on the server.
Yeah, I saw him. He's doing some potatoes. I think he took that big.
He did. He did.
Did he?
He
Oh my
did.
gosh.
He's over here planting field 29 in potato.
Glutton for punishment.
Oh, I hope he realizes he's probably going to shell out $30,000 in potato seed.
About that for repair bills.
Yeah, they're saying decent snowing potential for this weekend. Yeah, by midday the snow we had was that really light, slow falling stuff that would fall all day long and never accumulate.
Mm-hmm.
Then by quitting time, it was pretty much it was on the grass, lightly. That was about it.
Yeah, the parents were freaking out here. There's a new superintendent, and my wife works for the school, and he already said that he's not gonna cancel school when it snows unless he absolutely has to. Well, it snowed, right? And usually, if there's an inch on the ground, they just cancel school. They don't even care what the roads look like. Well, they didn't do it today, and apparently there's a little social media forum thing for the school system. People were like freaking out. Oh, how
Josh, I'm in
dangerous it
Virginia.
was, and the kids don't need to be in buses.
I think
I'm like, oh my god, people, the roads were wet.
Raz
It
is
was
in
39 degrees outside. Like it wasn't
Kentucky
even
or something like
freezing.
that. Genetics in Tennessee, I think. Maybe Kentucky, I forget. One of them states below Virginia.
That's one of those jobs where you can't make anybody happy, because if you would have canceled school, then you would
Ah,
have
see, I had
everybody
them
mad at you
backwards.
because now there's nowhere to send their kid for the day.
I had them backwards. Yeah, you know, you don't want to, can't call it too late because then,
Then people are already en route.
yeah. Kids standing by the school bus and you've now went to work.
Yep. Oh, 72%. We're almost there.
Oh, I think where Talgar is. I sure would like me some spray add-on mod. Hey Danielle, what's up?
Used that one much in 17.
Oh, sorry. Time is locked at 2x.
I did use the liquid fertilizer pack. I love that mod.
Hey Mike, what's up?
You talking about the one that allowed you to make your own liquid fert?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
one.
use that one all the time too.
Oh, there he is.
That was really fun. Fun little mod.
Oh, you'll be
Getting
sunlight
crowded
soon.
in here.
It'll be daylight soon there, Danielle. Alright, I'll be over to Hall Beats, or Harvest Beats. Whichever you want.
Did you need to borrow my spreader for lime?
I got a little field that could you... What's the percentage that lime gives you? Just 10?
Uh, 50. I can't remember.
15%.
Yeah.
I've got a Coover with that. What's that little fertilizer spreader Giants put a mod out for?
Neverland.
The Vernland.
Yeah, I've got
Government.
a version of that that takes lime. Might put that on the server. One day. It takes basically the lime capacity has been doubled, so you can configure it for fertilizer. It's a normal capacity, 1,000 some liters. If you switch it to lime, it's double capacity. But you better have a front weight because lime is heavy. That would work for these little fields. Oh, what part of Virginia is she from?
I'm gonna have to go out here and play traffic cop here before too long.
What, the shop?
how to break up this parade we have on the highway.
Oh. Covington, okay. On the I'm on
Just
the
go
west
back to
side.
where it's at.
Shenandoah
This
Valley.
is the train, right?
Yep. Train comes by and drops the gate, and all the cars stop and wait for the train. They eventually all get bunched up. There's, what, 2 train crossings on the map? You're going, what, 6 mile an hour, 7 mile an hour?
7.
Cool.
Okay, Arnold, just say it next time with a little more enthusiasm. I'll be back.
Oh, let's see, where do we dump this? Oh, I remember, we dump it right here. And let's see how 19%. That's
Getting used
Upper
to
Mississippi
Science
River
Editor,
Valley.
Darren.
That's what UMRV stands for, Upper Mississippi River Valley.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rather popular map for 17. Really wish they had finished it out and fixed some of the visual issues
I
with
got
it.
Willow in game, 60 frame rates and minor errors.
Let's see here, what do we need? What do we need for a...
Worst part of the whole deal is all that XML stuff you gotta add.
$95,000. Oh, we could get the little. Need 78,000 to buy the little.
Now, did you have to go in and change your textures, or? I'm still confused about that stuff. 'Cause don't they have?
GE kind of did it for me.
Okay.
I mean, I have a bunch more to do, but it took care of most of it.
It would be interesting to see if they would let you upload Willow River, since it's a Goldcrest edit, since Goldcrest was 17. I mean, they had other farm sim edits up there. Hagenstadt or whatever it is.
Yeah, what was that? 13, 15?
13.
There's the tiger, man. We're talking about you must be a glutton for punishment because you took the harvest. Potato seeding?
No, I'm taking potato planting. I'm glutton for I'm in need of money, and I'm hoping this will at least profit me something.
I hope you have enough money to buy the seed.
You ready for? You can. I haven't tried filling. You can dupe seed using sugarcane pellets. I don't know if you knew that.
buy a sugarcane pallet.
So you have to load it into a sugarcane planter and then unload it, and it gives you seed pallets. So I think 2,000 liters of sugarcane is only $250, but then you can convert it to 2,000 liters of seed, which is
You might have to rent the planter.
yeah. I'm just saying, there's a little work to it, but you can if you're doing a lot.
I'm doing a lot.
And then again, I don't know if that works on multiplayer or not. That was just on single player that you could do the seed dupe.
Slide on in here close, Farmer Clown. I got my flu shot.
Farming is a contact sport.
I didn't want to body slam you.
I think that'd get some viewers.
Oh, he's just big rump. He's got a big rumpy bump, and he just smashed me with it. Well, 5:30. It just got a whole lot brighter.
Right? I thought they were supposed to fix that.
They better.
I think there's something. They got an update. They talked about one point. Said something about before Christmas.
Gotcha.
Poor console folks don't have any update.
Good.
There's this one guy that keeps commenting like every day in a video. What about consoles and updates? I don't know. I don't follow consoles. I told you this already.
Did you get
No
that
idea.
emptied, Ben?
Almost.
Nice work, buddy.
If you want updates, go get a PC.
Yeah, I don't understand those guys. There are a few guys that play console and do YouTube. You'd think they'd be flocking to them.
We're all on PC.
They think because you make content for the game that you know everything and you're buddy with giants.
You mean he doesn't?
I don't know anybody. I make content for you guys, and so I don't feel so bad talking to myself.
A lot of people have subscribed to you. It's awesome.
I know. I'm really humbled, and I feel bad for them because I don't know what they've gotten themselves into. I tried making a video the other day. It didn't turn out how I wanted. I was going to do a time lapse of all the growth stages for each crop. So I shot the footage and I put it all together, and it's just It didn't look good.
So those can be. This can be.
Well, it's because you had to speed it up so fast, and with the shadows and the crops moving at 6,000 times the normal speed, I was afraid somebody might get epilepsy. It was like the crops were just vibrating and blurry, so you couldn't even see the textures. It was just like this massive blur. I was like, yeah, so I'm gonna have to rethink how I do that.
What if you like? Took?
I'm not gonna be able to make it back.
Oh, okay. What if you took like 2
I was
minutes
gonna do still
of
shots.
2 minutes of 1x, and then stopped recording, fast forwarded to the next stage, took another 2 minutes, like that. Then when you put it together, you would time lapse each 2 minute segment, so the 2 minutes lasted like 20 seconds, 30 seconds or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then put that to your. You would have all 4 growth stages in like a minute and a half or something.
Yeah. Yeah, how I did it, it's just, I don't know, the crops with time lapse. Just don't. Like, you really can't see the texture to them, I guess is what I'm. So I think I'm gonna have to do it in real time, but just little snippets. But I've also thought about doing like my brain. I don't stop thinking of stuff for some reason. But I thought about doing like a crop tutorial videos. So I'll just do one crop, show all the stages, and then get into like yield per acre, and I might do all that stuff. I don't know. And like how much money each one makes. And I don't know. I may not.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get some folks like consoles because they like the experience. They don't want to mess with the PC. They don't want to have
Sometimes,
to
I
worry
wake up
about
at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm
drivers
like, oh, that sounds
or
like a good idea, and then 3 hours later, you're like, yeah, that wasn't a good idea.
things like that. But there is something to be said about
Does it have to be 3
about
hours
having the
later when you change
flexibility.
your mind?
That's usually what works for me.
Because I haven't hit 3 hours and I might have already changed my mind on this potato thing.
But you know how long Talgar was harvesting that field? Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Days.
There was at least
Somebody else gets to do the harvest.
There was at least 2 days that went by. I tried to jump on, and he was on the potato field. Come back later that day, he was still on a potato field. Come back later that day, he was still on a potato field.
Regretting every step of it too.
The whole time he's
probably has more time than I do too, though. I'm hoping my partner's willing to take on some of my punishment that I've dealt out for us.
whole time Talgar's like, where the heck is Raz?
Yeah, I could have used your help.
Sorry, man. I had to take a real paying job. Kids' toys are expensive, so.
Sorry, kids. No Christmas this year. I have Farming Simulator to play.
I almost told you what I got the oldest, but he's bound to watch Farmer Klein's videos, so I can't. I can't tell you guys what I got him.
Oh, you gotta keep it secret.
You bought him a Furby and a Barbie doll, right?
No. But he's bound to stumble upon it, so I better be quiet. It's really cool though.
What graphics improvements are you talking about?
Random things you know that drive them nuts.
Talking about those mods that have like reshade.
When you empty that load out, we can switch so you can get a change of pace.
You're talking
How
like
long
the
have you been
reshade mods.
streaming?
I haven't tried those. Simply
Oh, you got a couple hours,
because
I can tell you, he won't watch it. He won't watch it that
full.
long. He usually watches like the first 5 minutes of a video and then okay, switches to another one. Typical kid attention span. So it's this by this company, I think it's Kano, and they do all like your build your own computer kits and all that stuff. Well, it's like this little LED box, and you can program it to do animations and all
I'll
that.
tell you after this story.
He's really into that. It comes with like a coding kit, and
I've
we have
seen
this little.
seen those.
Yeah, it's like it's about the size of an iPad, and there's a bunch of LED lights in it, and you can program it to do all different kinds of stuff. And he likes doing coding. He likes that little Cosmo robot. We have one of those. I actually bought him that last year for Christmas, and he'll get in there and write a program for it and make them dance and do circles and play music, and it's pretty neat how they.
This is the one that was dancing at the parade.
No, that was the little one. This is the older one. No, the one that was dancing at the parade, that's my 9-year-old. And then I have an 11-year-old. He's the one that's into the computer stuff. But like kids, I mean, it's crazy. Like he already knows like basic HTML, and I mean, I'll be asking him questions sometimes. I'm like, how do you do this? And he's like, it's not that hard. I'm like, well, listen here, kid. All right. The only troubleshooting I did when I was a kid was trying to figure out how to get the Atari to work with a black and white TV. So
That was when you had that little screw-on connector with the two little wings that you had to screw on to the screws on the back of the TV.
you're splicing cable.
He's like, this should not be this hard. Can't I just turn it on and like adjust the rabbit ears? I haven't tried those mods because when I do map videos,
our, school project home, we'd back in my day in electronics class, we built a TV. That thing was heavy to carry home.
I can imagine.
Now they have like little cardboard projects. Darren's like, back in my day, we built a television with tubes and everything.
Now
Tubes and real glass.
Now they build VR goggles that are cardboard you put your phone in.
Yeah.
It's better than no TV.
True.
No, I didn't try any of those mods because when I do map videos, I want the game to look like it's going to look for folks that don't have any
process to learn
enhancements.
Computer coding and all.
I thought briefly about putting the Forgotten Plants textures in for to replace the default textures, but I didn't do it for that exact reason. Is if I've got it in and then I do a map video,
so
the crops are going to look different than
the other one's destructive.
Then they're going to look for you. So I want them to be the same. All right, I'm near full. Gunslinger says, you remember the UHF, VHF? That was a movie, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you could, I remember as a kid we actually could get different channels because there was a VHF frequency and a UHF frequency.
I remember that in the same electronics class. I used to make TV scramblers. Run through the neighborhood and turn the dial and watch everybody's TV screens.
You're just... What do they teach you in
Paris there?
I know. All I remember is, you know, that knob always seemed like the hardest to turn. Like you had to grab it with both hands to turn that knob, but the other one turned okay. We had a two-legged remote. You had to get up and change the TV channel yourself.
Oh, and if you were lucky, you had that little button you could push and you could hear your aerial turning on top of your...
My grandfather had a big cabinet television, and I just remember every Sunday usually we'd go over there for dinner as a kid. He'd be watching football, and it took about 10 minutes for the TV to turn on. Like you'd turn it on, it would just hum. You feel the heat coming off of it.
It's got to warm up.
And then like a little glowing light would appear in the middle of this tube and slowly grow.
So is this a car warming up in the winter?
And it was, I mean, that thing was old. And it was I can't remember what it was called. It was color, but it wasn't like it didn't use like the RGB. Was it monochrome? Or I can't remember what it was. But everything had this weird kind of hue to it.
Color chrome?
Maybe I can't remember.
Is it like a projection TV that had like the light bulbs?
No. I don't think so. No, it was a big cabinet with a tube. But everything, the colors were different. Maybe it was just because the TV was so old. It would. I remember magnets. Remember magnets and tube TVs?
Yeah. You had to degauss it. It's fun. I've got like a 24-inch Sony Trinitron monitor somewhere here in the basement. Thing's holding the house down. It's like 80 pounds.
It was years back. We got a new flat screen, and I mean, we had a perfectly working tube TV, and I mean, I couldn't give it away. Like nobody would take it. Nobody would do anything with it. It was a bigger tube TV too. Damn, like it took like 2 people to move it.
I put mine in the top of my dumpster and they actually dumped it.
Yeah, nobody wants those things.
We had one for the longest time. My parents had a flat screen. My in-laws had flat screens. My mom's like, when are you guys ever going to do that? When do you buy it for us?
Right. I get on Craigslist every now and then, and there's still people selling like those big projection screen TVs. I'm like, nobody's gonna buy that thing.
Oh, those big rear projection ones?
Yeah, the big cabinet box thing.
You had to like have a dark room to begin with, where everything was
Yep.
washed out.
Yeah, I got one of those sitting in my basement that's just storage where my daughter decided to throw the Wii controller through.
Uh-oh. Wii controllers through TVs, that's a fairly common injury.
It only took me 2 weeks to notice. She was so afraid I was going to be mad at her.
I'm finished, but still got quite a bit of planting to do. But I guess I'll quit. Save us some money.
If you hit accept, it'll finish the rest of it out for you.
Yeah. The only time you should finish a contract or finish the field is if it's harvest.
Yeah, because you get the extra money.
Keep it. I was rather disappointed I couldn't pick up straw on a harvest mission of oats. Like, hey, you let me have the excess grain, give me the straw too. You didn't want it? Nope. Take it.
Still on, Ben? You got a little money.
Place for these belts.
Oh, to store them.
Oh, this mission isn't taking too long. We're starting to get to the short side of the field.
We can use one of the bunkers as storage.
Yeah, for now.
See you trying to drive over the little row of beets.
Oh, there's a thing of seed at the shop.
There's a pallet fork over here.
You got front loaders on both of these, right?
Just drag it to the sell trigger and sell it.
We'll use it eventually.
There's a liquid pallet and a seed pallet right side by side at the shop. Those are mine.
It's got that Disco Lander cultivator down there.
I have no idea. It's sitting there for since last night.
I pushed it out way fun. Who has the seed sitting down here?
I've got one pallet. I'm coming to get it right now.
I thought I heard somebody else say they had one.
think Maverick's got some
Yeah.
on there too.
Hey.
I've got a skid pallet of herbicide and seed sitting side by side.
Okay,
Take
well,
it,
you need to remove me from your contract so I don't accidentally load it while I'm trying to do this other stuff. I just realized earlier that I'm still able to tab your vehicle.
Yeah, says not allowed.
Because I don't want to.
We did that last night and it came back because I was able to tab your stuff earlier today too. Yeah, I finished your field off where I did that glitch. That little chunk in the middle that's a stage behind.
Okay. Yeah, remove the contract. I did that last night.
Yeah.
What time?
Yes.
What time last night?
It's after 1.
Server set to restart between like 3 and 6 a.m. It's
No,
empty.
before 3 Eastern.
Let me check. So it's set to restart between 2 and 5 a.m. if it's empty. So there's always the potential that depending on when it auto saves, if you do work after it's auto saved and then it restarts before it saves again, that potential hour of work would be lost.
Yeah, I'm sitting a weight over there. Pick it up.
What was that? Sorry.
Sending or resetting a weight over there.
Okay.
So you pick it up.
Yep. Just tell me when you got it.
That's what it's doing then. Because it was before 3, but it was after 2 somewhere.
Yeah, I came in the morning and nobody was in. That was probably around 6:30. Looked like they had been up for about 3 hours or something.
Oh, I don't see the weight over here.
I thought you reset it.
That's not letting you.
That's built in the garage.
Let's see here.
Go. This field's nice and flat. This thing likes to track pretty straight.
Yeah, I don't see a weight over here.
It's still on the tractor.
All right.
Reset the tractor. It goes off gas.
Yeah. I'm on my way back.
You'll see the keyboard steer mod
It's there now.
as shuttle control.
I saw you guys talking about it over the weekend.
I
Yeah.
didn't delete it.
Does it work okay, or? I don't know if anyone's tried it.
You have to do it for every vehicle, and that just it's screwed up.
It's more of an inconvenience than a help.
Well, it's I would say it's still beta and it's pretty much in consistent development. So, like apparently a little while, maybe a couple of days ago, it didn't work in multiplayer. But from what I understand, that got corrected maybe as early as yesterday, as recent as yesterday. I'd say I wouldn't give up on it completely. I might be worth checking back in every so often.
Well, for playing on here, it's kind of better that I don't get used to it, because I was addicted to it.
So I've got an SSD on the way. It might be here Monday. I'm going to try to throw it in the server here and see if it helps with the store buying lag.
It's been running pretty nice on my end.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell, and I expect you all can tell when someone accepts a leasing mission and it spawns like 5 things in the shop.
Yeah, there's a little hitch. Yeah, I'm about to do that right here in a minute. I'm gonna harvest something. There's a couple harvest missions up now. Couple, not too big.
Oh, we got 1,
I'm just gonna do the lease equipment.
6.
I need to quit. I need to quit like running across these train tracks without looking.
He's coming up by the PGA.
I'm gonna get smacked one of these days.
As long as you don't do it first person. So there's a video where Mark DuPont, he was playing on a Goldcrest Valley edit called Old Guy Farms, and he was first person. He was driving a Jeep or something, and he just got totally annihilated by the train because he didn't look. And
Easy to do.
and he was doing it like a time-lapse series, so when he did it, you know, he wasn't live mic'd, but then I think later he came back and impersonated his reaction of being in cab and then just all of a sudden being totally annihilated by this train. It was quite hilarious. All right, Genetic, check you later.
What are you in the mood to do, Ben? Or are you jumping out? Jumping out. I'll do that. I think I'll do a harvesting contract. Yep. It's all nice and pretty.
It's there
Don't
because
we-
I don't know where else to put it.
Gotcha.
Tell you where the money is if you own a fertilizer spreader, do the fertilize missions. They seem to pay out pretty decent, pretty easy to do.
Quick, too.
Yeah. I think I earned about $30,000 one day just doing fertilize contracts.
That's who was taking them.
Oh no, it wasn't on here. It was on single player.
Oh, there's grass in here. You want me to put it in the bunker?
Yeah.
You just been mowing around the field, picking it up.
Yeah. Just mower and back.
What's the BGA paying for chaff and grass?
Oh, 100. 100 per thousand.
It's pretty low.
I gotta do the compacting work.
It's cheap.
And the shovels.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
shovel.
Shovel. You're using conveyor belts.
Cheap.
Yeah,
It's more
Hey.
time consuming than anything.
that's the thing. It's time consuming. Gotta make our money back.
I'll stick to my cash crop. I'll make more of it.
Yeah, we're gonna have plenty though. It's like, I don't know. We were talking about that buying silage. I don't think we can feed the BGA fast enough. Like that's what it's.
Yeah. Yeah, 2x. Only going to eat it so quick. Now, if you set up some conveyors, then you could sell
Yeah,
it.
where it goes direct to the hump.
Yeah. You can kind of start it and let it run.
Fair though.
Sorry, I didn't hear you, Ben.
Stevie's conveyor belt. Throw that on the box.
Yeah, for those rates, they'd be better off making their own silage go and sell them at the port.
So they make the what?
I did that earlier this morning or today. While you were doing that hay mission, I was over here mowing and wrapping bales. I was half worried you was gonna swipe my equipment though, sit down at the shop.
No, I was testing out that stuff. It actually worked that time. The last time I tried it, it glitched on me. I had floating bales. It was quite interesting.
Well, that's a lot of stuff.
Just a harvester. Some stuff. Right, man.
30% done.
Oh, we're doing tank slappers. We can get the wheel turned fast enough. It's interesting how these missions seem to be almost scripted from the stance of like every map, all 3 maps have had a potato harvest with that pull behind potato harvester. And you know, I've seen multiple maps with this Homer large beet harvest. It almost feels like you're join a club. It's like achievement. Did a ridiculously long and stupid potato harvest with the keeler in that club. Where's my badge? It's like once you do that, you're like, oh no, I'm never doing that one again. Not falling for that. There, we got some daylight, 6:30. The next trip, we're just gonna loop around the outside of the field.
Alright, I'm finally done with that track.
Let's see here, where are we at with our... We're at 85% on ours. No, we're good with the tractor. I was gonna look to get one real quick so that could like fertilize and start cultivating the fields to flip them. But then I saw this $20-some thousand beet harvest payout. I got beet in my eyes. I don't know if Daz is going to know what to expect when he gets on and finds I've earned like 40 grand since he was off. Pick these beats up.
80s hair band station. Slaughter's on.
I just need price beans to keep climbing. And I won't be back to my low note.
Oh, you got a $500,000 loan?
Oh yeah, I got my back straight up.
I think we do too. BGA.
I'm still shy of that. I'm at 370,000.
I feel good. I'm at 275 on a loan. And the interest on a $500,000 loan, it's actually somewhat significant now. It's almost like 5
40.
grand.
Yeah, it's like 47.13 a day, I think.
So it's $9,000 a real day because we're 2xing it.
42.13.
It's 42.13.
On service. That's the last 2 days for long charges. But I pulled in 125,000 meters of soybeans like these 2 fields ago. That's the reason I'm maxed out is because I bought this extra big field. I've got to have at least 30 acres between the two.
Alice Cooper's coming on next.
You're the virtual DJ. We can't hear the songs. We know it's playing.
Well, everybody but you can't play them because you're streaming.
I know.
Everybody else can fire it up.
I've disabled it. Turned the radio off. I can hit the radio button all day long. It won't do nothing.
Your in-game radio. There's an 80s hairband channel.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
You used to change the radio station up here?
5 to turn it on, 6 to go up, 4 to go down. And it's
Yeah, country radio.
but those are the in-game ones. Like if you keep going, there's 3 or 4 that are internet radio stations.
70s radio. Online streams not rated.
On 17, there was a way you went in and you could edit a file and basically add your own internet stream.
You can still add any stream you want.
Then I've seen mods that include, or were like radio stations.
Real country.
Because I've been looking at, so there's stream radio that you can pay for. So like, say you want to Twitch stream, you have a subscription to an internet radio company that lets you play it as background. You have to pay for the license. Because you can't play any of the in-game music, can you, Clive?
It depends.
Due to licensing.
Depends on the game. Typically, usually no. So it's usually a good idea when I think about streaming a game to, or even recording a game, is to go into the menu and turn off music. Shouldn't be too much more, Darren, and then we'll complete the mission and we'll be able to sell the rest for profit.
Get paid. Some sunflowers up here.
Right. Missing enough beats. That's for sure. Couple more passes and then we'll be
Does
done.
anyone have any animals yet?
We'll call it a night. Nope.
I didn't know if anybody had gone that route.
Gotta buy more section of land for animals. Clear all my area out, turn it into one big field, turn around, get some income for
Animals are a big investment now because you got to buy the area. Then you have to have all the equipment. Then you got to buy the critters.
Nope.
But I'm still undecided whether you actually make money off pigs versus just selling the crops.
I'm pretty sure in 17 I figured up the math. You actually make more money with pigs if you just buy the pig food. If you bought the pig food from the store and just sold your crops, you actually came out better in the long run.
And then they changed the way pigs were fed in 19. I don't know if that worked.
I don't either. Yeah, I'm just remembering from 17 because by the time you invested in everything to, be able to harvest all the different crops, you're better off just buying the food. Yeah, we figured that out on that little economy map. That's where I figured it out on, Tiger.
Yeah, I tweaked the numbers for the seasons with pigs. If you had 200, they would breed 100 per year. The seasons.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you didn't get super rich, but at least you made a profit using your own stuff.
So you changed that yourself?
Yeah, it's just in the XML files. There's a lot of stuff you could do with seasons in 17 in the XML file.
That's good to know.
You could adjust field prices universally. You could adjust feed values, manure, output stuff. Okay.
Yeah, because I would like to. I'd like to adjust the reproductive rate on animals. I don't know what it is in real life,
Well, pigs in 19. If you have 200 pigs, they reproduce 32 a day.
Yeah, see, that's just when I play with seasons when it comes out, I would like that to be more realistic. I don't know how many piglets are born for each sow.
4 to 8.
Yeah,
4 to 8.
Very soon.
So, that's what I would like to do is, if I had.
I'm hoping the guys that did the, it was basically where you could add extra 4 nav meshes and have extra animals. I'm hoping those guys figure a way out to convert that and make it work with replaceables. So then you could actually make a proper pig operation where you have a sow barn that produces piglets.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Then you have a piglet barn that raises them, and that to the next stage, and then a finishing barn.
Hofbergman kind of had the.
Yeah, they had the little piglet boxes or whatever.
There's an attempt at that. Yeah, I like it.
Well-fed sow can produce 10 piglets
In a year.
in each litter and have 2 litters each year, so 20 pigs out of
Okay.
1 sow a year.
Yeah, that animal script, it was a little confusing to figure it out. Once you figured it out, I put it into pot of oaks, not personally, everybody got that. I just added beef cows in. all the money. And you could really make money off pigs if you use that mod that allowed you to make your own TMR mix for pig food.
So where you use the in-game mixer, but you made pig.
Yeah. Because I modified the XML of that, and I was able to use sugar beets and potatoes and silage and corn. My mix was like 20% sugar beet, 20% potatoes.
Just gonna
20%
get the
corn,
last
and
little
40%
dredges here. And we'll get some money.
Same with my cow feeder. I always modify the XML to add a little bit of wheat, barley, and corn in. If I really feel like adding multi-fruit, then I'll add other additives in too.
Along that same line, I would like to see the, cow production line. You said for you, like you have a fattening, finishing farm. You just feed them corn and some other stuff.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of things if they convert that over. That's a little above my, I can fumble my way through little files and stuff like that, but not very good. I'm way better at the other stuff. Same thing too, I was running a modified crop destruction mod where if you drove over the stubble in the field, it actually deleted it. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I was hoping someone would come up with chopped straw, but we'll see it eventually, I'm sure. Because they don't have to, they won't have to add the textures, right? Because they're already there.
Yeah, but it's the same texture for everything.
Yeah, that won't improve on it. Alright,
Yeah,
we'll
they'll
sell that
improve.
and then we'll be done. Or you want me to do it? Darren's just walking off. It's done. He's just got off and now he's just running away.
Heck with you, Klein. I'm not doing sugar beets anymore.
He just got out of the truck and just started walking away.
Little bar there in town. You can get a cerveza and a burrito.
Alright guys, I want to thank you for coming out and watching tonight. Go ahead and close on out because I am
Yeah,
going
I
to
did
bed.
3 earlier. It was sugar beets. I think it took me about an hour and a half.
Tomorrow we will have some... Got a how-to video that's going to come out
200,000
tomorrow, and I
views
got a
out of
couple
that.
mod reviews coming out tomorrow, so
That wasn't too
check
bad.
back
I
in the
think
channel.
We made some decent money.
Yeah, let's watch. All this is profit. And once that's sold, I'll complete the contract. Ooh, look at it, 95,000.
Nice.
Came on, we had 49. Let's see, what's our finances for the day? Oh, we're up 49,000. We doubled our money. So at least a mower, windrower, baler, that round bale wagon, $10,800. I sold field of straw bales and basically one field of silage bales twice because apparently Daz baled it and wrapped it but never sold it. So I got 23,000 in bales, sold bales. 10,700 in harvest income, canola field, 28,000 contract.
I have a question.
Bad night.
If I take a harvesting contract and I put down